Hello everyone! Thanks for tuning in to this little video. First, I wanted to let you know that this is my last video before Christmas. There will be no new video next week because I'll be celebrating the holiday with my family. But I will be posting on Friday, December 31st. It's the end of the year, so you know what that means. Yes, there will be a blooper reel. I've already got it mostly done, and I think you're gonna enjoy it. I need to fine-tune some things. It's a little long. 13 and a half minutes seems like a bit much for, for a blooper reel. Second, I thought you might like to get a good look at my Christmas tree this year. You may have noticed it in the background in past Christmas videos, but I don't think I've ever given it a close-up before, so here you go. It's kind of a funny little bright green tree with shiny silvery needles. My parents found it somewhere years ago and got it for me, and since then I've accumulated some lovely ornaments, all of them gifts from my parents or my siblings. I've decorated it almost exclusively with owls this year because I have enough to do that now. If you've seen the video where I show my owl collection, you'll recognize some of these ornaments. The ones that you don't recognize are new acquisitions, and a couple of these I got just this month. There's one outlier among the owl ornaments. This one, which my eldest sister gave me. The tinsely stuff inside is material recycled from trash left behind on Mount Everest. It serves a dual purpose, cleaning up the trash and turning it into something pretty, and I have something right here in my hand that comes from Everest. The closest I'll probably ever get. I don't like to put too many ornaments on the tree at one time because it is so small and only has so many branches and lights, so I rotate things from year to year. I also rearranged these ornaments 3 times before I was satisfied with how it looked. I also took this video earlier today when the sunlight was streaming in. In a way, the tree looks even prettier like this, and I did not edit in the twinkling effect. That's the sun. Third thing I wanted to share, I'm sorry I didn't get to do any Christmassy reviews this year. I don't typically devote all of December to Christmas-related content, but I usually do something, and it just didn't happen this year. None of the ideas I had really grabbed me, and as it turns out, I ended up not having much time to spare anyway. But I do have some old videos you might enjoy. I have the 12 Days of a Christmas Carol playlist, which is all reviews of different adaptations of A Christmas Carol. That series dates all the way back to 2014, so some of the videos are a little... I've added to the playlist in the years since, so there are more than 12 versions included. Last year, instead of an adaptation, I reviewed the book itself by Charles Dickens. That video also includes a little Christmas Carol costume theater, an interlude that some of you got a really big kick out of. Option number 3, I did a video a couple years ago listing my 5 favorite Christmas movies. I think it was 5. Well, it was 5 and then a whole bunch of honorable mentions, because I can't help myself. For the most part, I stand by whatever I said there. I don't think that there are any movies I've seen in the last couple of years that I would add to the list. There's only one movie I probably would take off if I did it again. I would probably take It's a Wonderful Life off the list. I know, it's a great film and a Christmas classic. The thing is, it's not really a personal favorite. I don't use the term favorite lightly, you know that, so I have to be honest and say that while I enjoy the film, and, you know, it's great, it's not a Christmas movie that I'm itching to revisit every couple of years. I don't have the same bond with It's a Wonderful Life that I have with the other films on the list. I'd also maybe clarify that while Alastair Sim is my favorite Scrooge, hands down, always has been, always will be, probably, I love his performance, As an entire film, I think that maybe I have more affection for The Muppets Christmas Carol. It makes me laugh, it makes me cry, the music is great, Paul Williams' soundtrack is great to listen to while you're decorating or wrapping presents or making cookies. I think that Michael Caine's performance as Scrooge is underrated, and as an adaptation, it is surprisingly faithful, while also including all these other little Muppet things. Fourth point of order, and speaking of changes, I was doing a little maintenance on the channel the other day, and I decided to create a bunch of new playlists. I already had several. There's the 12 Days of a Christmas Carol playlist, the first one I ever made. Plus there's the Jane Eyre Project, which is a combination of the Jane Eyre reviews, going all the way back to 2015, and then the Jane Eyre adaptation comparison. So it's really 2 series in one, and I've wondered if I should split them up, but I don't know, let's not go too crazy. There's the Godzilla reviews, the book reviews, the movie and miniseries reviews, strictly old movies, the What Else I Saw series, the Hitchcock review series, the Star Wars, Star Trek reviews playlist. Those are the ones that already existed. And then miscellaneous, which is everything else that didn't fit into any one of those categories. I've now added a Phantom of the Opera playlist, a sci-fi, classic horror, and creature feature reviews playlist, which is formerly known as If You Like Godzilla, You Might Like This. I made a Pride and Prejudice reviews playlist and a costume drama reviews playlist. Yes, there is some overlap there. There's one that's just bloopers, if you want to just watch all the blooper reels back to back. That, I don't know, was that 2 hours of me messing up? Whatever floats your boat. There's a playlist I made that's all favorites. I think I called it My Favorite Things. And those are reviews of favorite movies, favorite books, favorites lists, including that Christmas movies list. I might have overdone it. I hope not. I don't want it to be overwhelming. But as a content consumer, I have found playlists on other people's channels helpful. So I thought I'd expand the library a bit, give people something to explore, maybe make finding videos a little easier. Some of the playlists, and there are a few I didn't mention here, some of them only have a handful of videos. I'm hoping that will change in the next year. I would like to do more videos in those categories. We'll see what happens. So even though I won't be posting a new video next week, I've got plenty of old videos. I don't even know how many, 400? Ridiculous amount of videos, and some of them aren't embarrassing. And I want to assure you that when you leave a comment on an old video, it doesn't matter how old it is, I see it and I read it. I may not remember exactly what I said in the video, but you can always be sure that your comment is read. The exception to that is if you reply to someone else's comment. I don't get notified about those. I wish that I did. I also wish that I got more than a third of the comment notifications that I'm supposed to. Maybe that's something that YouTube can fix in 2022. Lastly, but most importantly, I want to thank you all for being on this adventure with me. I have said it before, and I'll keep on saying it. I would not still be making videos if it weren't for you. If it weren't for you all watching them and liking them and reacting to them and sharing them and all the things that you do. I am continuously amazed by how positive your responses are and the great discussions, the comments that you guys leave down there, which make even the more challenging videos so worth the effort. And trust me, there have been some videos this year that were difficult. I am truly blessed to have an audience that is so thoughtful and thought-provoking and generous and funny and so many things. You guys are the best. Other people say, oh, I have the best audience. Well, I really do have the best audience. And I wish every one of you a very Merry Christmas. I will be... No! I will be back on New Year's Eve with the bloopers. Thanks for watching.